welcome to Bloodstock. What an incredible moment it is to be here. How are you feeling?
I'm so excited.
Excellent.
I'm so excited.
Are you still kind of running on adrenaline at this point as you're building?
Yes, absolutely. I expect that adrenaline to get us through to 9 o'clock in the end of the set and then drop us like a stone.
Have you taken into account, do you even care who you're up against?
No, because we're here now.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When we start, that 10 is going up.
Have you noticed something special about the Jager tent this year? It's bigger.
I have noticed that it's bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interestingly, this is my first ever Bloodstock. Yeah. I've never been before, so I'm like next level excited right now.
You'd have definitely changed things around a little bit. We kind of blaming it on Tortured Demon from 2021. They wrecked it, and they've gone, okay, well, we've got two big bands. And this year, the lineup on the Jager stage, including yourselves, is incredible. Wide array of great bands, including yourselves, of course. Has Bloodstock treated you well? Do you feel like you've been treated well so far?
Very well.
100%. Yeah, awesome. Like everyone that we've met has been so like nice and kind. Like the community feeling is really great. It's awesome.
Simon Hall is so lovely for allowing us to be here and putting us in such a great slot. And then since we've arrived, everyone's just been so lovely.
Yeah.
And you have a look around, and there's barely any security because it's such a lovely community. It's just so nice.
I was literally talking to a security guard. He was like, "This is the easiest job I've got." He just raves as well. He was like, "I choose this over raving."
So would I, to be fair.
Yeah.
Is this everyone's first time ever at Bloodstock as a not just as a band? Because previously, of course, you've been here before, but like as just enjoying the experience. First time you said it's your first time.
I was here with Searchily back in 2018.
Yep.
But this is our first time as like the Waterlines.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that Simon invites us back.
Yes.
Talk to me about the call, the email, whatever it was. How did that go?
Right, so I kind of thought it would be a bit of a copy and paste thing.
Yeah.
Like a bit of a, do you want to come? You've got this slot, whatever. It was paragraphs. It was literally, so Simon had emailed us and said, saw you guys at Searchily, loved that stuff, obviously your new stuff's out, loving it, loving your sound, seen a couple of live videos, all this sort of stuff, like proper like laid it out to us and everything, and then just said, look, we can offer you a later slot on the Jager stage on the Saturday, and we didn't actually find out that was the headline slot of the Jager stage until it came out on Facebook.
You didn't get told before?
No, we just got told it was a later slot.
That's outrageous.
It was a very funny thing.
The group chat just went off.
It was a great way to find out.
Yeah, the group chat went wild.
It was great.
Considering, obviously, Simon would reference Searchily as well, we are at this stage where ultimately I feel like as a fan and a listener, we want to move on from that. We are moving on from that bit by bit. Yeah. For you, do you want people to stop talking about Searchily? Do you want people to focus on who Waterlines are now?
It's a big part of our history.
Yeah.
And I think all the work that we've put in has kind of laid the ground for where we are now. Yeah. Although we've rebranded and we're going in a new direction, probably a bit more heavier and a bit more EDM style. But I think all the work that we put in for that gives us this kind of opportunity to come here.
Yeah.
What about the set list? How have you planned that? Have you focused heavily on who you are now rather than who you were?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
done our best
a
to.
million percent. We had the choice where we could. So we've got 4 singles out at the minute. So we had the choice to fill out the set. We either needed new stuff or old stuff, and for us it was new stuff straight away.
That is the focus.
Absolutely, 100%. We wanted to come to Bloodstock and show people who we are now.
Because this isn't a pinnacle. This is a step on the journey. Ultimately, it's an incredible honour to play any stage. But ultimately, there are more stages, and Bloodstock's big thing is someone starts there, and they end up over there, and so on, that kind of thing. That's the plan.
As we're good friends with Seething Akira, and as they said on stage, they started at New Blood, and now they're there.
I love that. And
see that as your future.
I've just seen Tortured Demon, who've moved obviously up to Sophie stage this year, so they're in that process now.
But you see it as your future. It's not a dream, it's your future.
Exactly.
We hope so.
And I think this is the thing with, you were saying before about rebranding and things like that. So obviously these guys have been and played New Blood before, so we knew that we'd have to sort of start again a little bit on that journey, which to be honest, I quite like. I quite like that we get to sort of do it the right way, do it properly, you know. And we've come in with one mission and one mission alone. We're going to level that tent. We are going to level that fucking tent. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that.
For you guys to make this step up that you're going to want and desire in the future, from your perspective, from a band perspective, what does it take? What are you going to have to do?
Oh, keep going.
That is a tasty question.
That is a very good question.
I like that.
But every step that we've been taking at the moment already sort of feels like a level up.
I think so, and I think for me, one thing that I've certainly noticed, having been in other bands in the past, and then when I first joined, I joined Sertraline, and then we've changed from there. I think one thing that I've definitely noticed is confidence.
Yeah.
Is if you're happy with the music you're writing and you like your own music, then you walk on stage and you're confident, and you just walk out and you put on a show. And I've never walked off stage with this band and gone, shit, could have done that a bit better, you know?
Yeah.
I've never done that, and I think that providing we keep writing music that we think is a little bit different, we think is not.
It's a bit daft.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit silly. It's a bit
is very
daft.
silly.
We just want to get on stage and party, man. Like when I go to a show, I kind of almost don't want to hear it the same way it is on Spotify. I want it to be a little bit different. I want it to be a little bit more engaging. So it's all about pantomime. It's all about putting the show on. It's all about just it being an experience.
So you think you understand the forced need that you have in 2023 modern music to stand out, because you know how it works. You get buried on any stream or YouTube and so on. You think you've got a good handle on what you are expected to do to get attention?
We think so. So we've had to like bring some people in because we're very passionate about writing and performing music, but that makes everything else seem boring. And that's all we want to do.
Yeah.
So we've had to we brought in management from Down for Life Music, so we're now with them. We've brought in a social media manager, which is Vic, who's been following us around all weekend, taking all our pictures and videos and posting them on socials and all that sort of stuff. So the stuff that we're not very good at, by our own admission, we've got other people to do that for us who are good at it. And I think that means that we can concentrate on writing and performing great music. Which I think is hopefully all we need to do.
You already do one better than a lot of bloody bands. You've got a social media manager. It's one of the hardest things for any band to handle these days. So the fact you've got that,
absolutely, she's very good. Everything's much more consistent now. Everything looks better. So our profile's risen already.
Are you overall then satisfied with what 2023 you've accomplished so far?
Oh hell yeah! 2023 is our first real full year as a band.
Yeah.
Like at this time last year, we were still Sertraline.
Yeah.
So this is the first year of Waterlines, and we're headlining the Jager stage at Bloodstock.
Yeah.
I would say that's astronomical rise.
And we just had a track of the week on BBC Radio.
Yeah, oh my God, I'm so
We were so happy with that.
Guys.
We made the Kerrang chart this week.
You did. Guys, that's such. I mean, talk about an incredible week. How you'll ever be able to come down from this high?
I have
no idea.
Flues are going to be so bad.
Monday is going to be awful.
Well, it just means the pressure's on to try and keep up the pressure on ourselves and then see what we can get next year. Yeah. Hopefully we'll have another good summer.
This might sound even a little bit controversial, but I mean, I want it from a positive angle more than anything else. Do you think you benefited from COVID, from the pandemic period, in the sense that because everything stopped dead and no one really could do anything, and then when it restarted, no one really knew what to do, and there was a bit of confusion and so on, and then obviously Sertraline changed into Waterlines. Do you think that was a beneficial thing for you?
I don't know, because there was the two sides to the story, because we released an EP in COVID, of course, and then that somehow blew up, and then we've come round the other side, and I think now everyone's like back in the mood for going out a bit, and
I think so. And I think people are just starting to get a little bit of spending money now as well, you know. But it was like for a long time it was sort of we all try
next week.
Or not, you know. I certainly can't.
Buy a bloody t-shirt, then you'll have all the money in the world.
I certainly can't afford to be here. But I think that people are really enjoying being out at the minute, because honestly, life at the minute can be a bit fucking depressing day to day, can't it? Like Monday mornings can be grim at the minute. So I think that what I'm certainly noticing in my time in the band is that when you're at places like Bloodstock, Download, Techfest, Raid Out, whatever, people are there, they're in the moment, man, and people are just buzzing, everyone's so happy, like, and it just feels amazing. It does. It's so good to be a tiny little part of that is awesome.
And you talk about Monday and feeling bad, but ultimately you know where you won't, because what's the next focus? What's the next thing? That's what you want to focus on. So tell me, what does the rest of 2023 look like, and indeed the early points of 2024? What can you tell me?
So I think the things that we're going to start working on now is hopefully we're going to be recording in November, looking at maybe an EP release early next year, something like that. Maybe we do singles. We've got some shows announced in September. Remind me where they are again.
Yeah, so we've got Wakefield, we've got Birmingham, we've got London. Playing New Crossing in London, which I've heard is excellent. So I'm really
have you ever been?
I've never been.
Never been.
It's one of my I live like 10 minutes away.
Really?
See you there.
Amazing.
It can be. Like, guys, it's going to be chaos. I promise you now, it's going to be chaos. Wonderful venue, absolutely.
Absolutely love that. So couple of shows announced, couple of shows unannounced, which will be good. And then more than anything else, it's exactly what you said before. We've set a bar this year, and we just need to make sure that we hop the fuck over it.
Yeah,
that's it.
We'll be hitting next year as hard as we can.
I know you will. We're not done. This is Ozzy Osbourne. And in his head are randomised questions. Some themed around the festival, some not so much. I'm going to ask you some of them.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, no, actually, I'm going to leave that one because only because the last band had that one, and I want to change it up a bit. All right. Are you a people person? Do you think you are a people person?
Ooh, that is really tough, because actually, in a situation like this, where I feel in control. I say this all the time. When I'm playing a show, I'm a people person because it's my crowd, it's my room, and I'm in control. When I'm not in control, I shrink into myself. I find that really, really difficult. So yes and no.
Okay.
No, I'm very introverted, and that's why I sit at home and write the music.
It depends on the people.
If
they're a nice bunch, like places like this, I'm perfectly happy to go around and talk to anyone who will bother to talk to me.
If someone stops you and says, "Hey, I really like your band,"
I'd love that stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
love it.
God, I just go.
I really like it. It's people trying to support each other. Like most of the time, it's really small bands just looking out for each other, and it's nice.
Pulling each other up.
I'm an introverted extrovert.
Okay,
I just need to fucking recharge my batteries. I didn't know. I'm just following that.
All right. What is a skill or talent you wish you had?
Anything. Be better at guitar. Be better at guitar.
Oh, okay.
I would like to understand musical theory. I'd like to understand music. So being a vocalist, I'm absolutely not a musician.
Right.
I'm a joker. But I would love to be able to. I'd love to know, because like there's like maths equations to music, isn't there? Right? Do you know what I mean? And I just don't. I don't understand it at all. So I'd like to have that skill.
I'd love to be able to play the piano.
Oh, of course, incredible.
I regret not doing that more as a kid.
There's still time?
There is still time. Just got to buy myself one.
Yeah, never too old.
Never too old.
I'd like to play the drums.
Ironically. Okay. Who is the last great band you discovered?
Stray from the Path.
Oh, well, incredible band.
Yes. I've been binging on Craig Reynolds' YouTube and his blog. Heard the song Guillotine. Not looked back.
Yeah, same for
And
me.
they're in Leeds in November.
Yeah?
So,
Gonna be there.
I'm not on the Stray from the Path train yet.
They're good.
I need
I
to
just
check
want to
them
see
out
them for Craig.
immediately.
They are very,
Yes.
very good. I can fall back that up.
Okay. I don't know who might be. Who's Sean?
So one band that I saw. So I live in Bolton, and there is a tiny little pub venue in Bolton called the York.
Yep.
And a band went to go and play the York called Graphic Nature. Right.
Okay,
So they booked that show, and for whatever reason, there must have been a problem with the promotions, and nobody knew they were there. So me and my mate Ryan walked into this pub. We were the only two people in the pub. Graphic Nature got on stage. The guitarists both put the hoods up, and they absolutely killed it to no one in the room. Me and my friend, and it is one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
Did they play with Pulse that night?
No, they didn't.
They did a tour with Pulse.
Yeah.
Pulse from Manchester.
Yeah.
Really good band.
Yes, Graphic Nature. Not heard of them. Go check them out. Yeah.
I'm going to do one more, guys. What is a memory of Bloodstock that makes you smile? So this, I guess, for some people in the
Has anyone
past.
got a Gaviscon?
And so now, what we got already?
Well, 2018.
Oh no.
My friend Michael.
Yeah.
He got very drunk after playing.
Yes,
and
I
he
did,
went
yes.
over to behind where that tent is.
Yeah.
And decided to have a wee wee. And he got caught. And he stood there with his hands up. The guy left, and he remained like this for 10 minutes.
I don't remember this. I'm not sure it's true.
No, because then you came back to the bench, and I've got a photo of you asleep.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
Oh, God damn
Top
it.
that.
Well, I have another Michael one.
I'm just getting to
was
the
a
spirit of
disaster
things.
this time. We were over there having an interview, sat on the benches. Lovely lady, and a wasp flew over, landed on her lip, and he went over to her. He went to flick the wasp off. The wasp moved, and he flicked her in the face.
It was really hard. So my hands are in my pockets now. So if the biggest wasp in the world lands on your shoulder,
You're just not going to do anything.
No.
And of course, you haven't got anything from the past.
I've got
Right now,
nothing
what about
from
this
the
weekend?
past. Well, do you know what? I'm actually going to refrain from this one, only because I think our show is that I think it's going to stick with me this one. I don't know what it is. There's something in here that says tonight.
Yeah, I feel like if we were having a conversation tomorrow or after the show, we might see this a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But for now, only, it's going to be spectacular. I have the utmost faith in you. I will be there. Forget brothers and men. You guys are way more bloody important.
Let's go.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.